back with a video for you guys. I'm sure that you, maybe you don't even notice I was gone, but maybe some of you are wondering where I disappeared to. And to be honest, it was because of two reasons. Number one, I have twins, and figuring out the whole routine schedule of things was a little bit difficult. Not that I couldn't care for them or figure it out, but just how to clean my house and grocery shop and all those things on top of being a mom to twins. And so I just needed a little bit of a break and time off. Sorry, my hair's bugging me, to figure out how to do this new life with two babies to care for. And yeah, and then on top of that, there was this just small thing that I shouldn't have even let bother me, but basically some creeper dude commented on one of my videos saying that I was just basically a waste of time, a waste of space on the internet, which is hysterical, and then said like I should go kill myself and blah 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 blah, which was just ridiculous. But it was kind of this like final straw that broke the camel's back, and I was like, that's it, I'm done, I'm not doing this anymore. But basically I just feel sad for people like that spend their days putting other people down. I don't know why that makes people feel better about themselves, or what it does, that they're that insecure that they feel like they need to make those comments on people's videos. Luckily, it doesn't affect me. I don't struggle with those type of tendencies, but it made me sad for people that do, that would, maybe take those words to heart. So just, it's a good reminder to be positive and encouraging on people's things, on videos that they post out there. And I suppose everyone's entitled to their opinion, but I don't think that this little corner of infertility mommy vlogs is a waste of internet. So hopefully you're encouraged by these videos and it's not a waste of time for you. But anyways, I'm back and happy to be making another video. And thank you for giving me a break and for understanding, hopefully. Yeah, so basically the twins are now 7 months old, which is crazy to me that we are just plowing through their first year. And I know before I know it, I'll be planning their first birthday party, which is just around the corner. And once holidays start, you guys know how it is. The year just, I feel like, goes downhill from there. It just speeds by. So yeah, 7 months old. I didn't do a 6-month update. So basically new things since then. They are both around 14 pounds now. Peyton has finally caught back up with her brother. They are eating solids now. We waited until 6 months to start. At the 6-month appointment, 5-month appointment, my doctor had said that we could start, and they just weren't ready. They didn't have any signs of readiness. They weren't sitting up on their own yet. They weren't really, they're a little bit wobbly still. They weren't even really showing interest in food. But then right around the 5.5-month mark, they were super interested in what we were doing and what we were eating, and even trying to grab at our plates if we were eating, holding them. So we went ahead at 6 months, I think it was just a couple days before that, and tried giving them avocados for the first time, and they were not entirely sure about it. So I would say for about the first 3 weeks or so, food was, we didn't do it every day. It was mostly avocado. We did some sweet potato and some bananas. And Hudson really grew to love it very quickly, the purees. Peyton was never 100% sure. She makes these faces that are hysterical. You can tell she's not really enjoying it, doesn't care about it. And she will actually clench her jaw shut so that you can't, if she doesn't want to eat, there's no forcing a spoonful in her mouth, which is, it's funny and it's good. We shouldn't be shoving stuff in her mouth anyways. But she definitely knows what she wants when she wants it. Hudson is really content. He will pretty much eat whatever we give him. I've yet to find something that he really dislikes. Whereas Peyton, she'll just clench that jaw shut, or if she does get some in her mouth, she will spit it right back out. She blows raspberries and it just goes everywhere, and she thinks it's hysterical. So yeah, that's how they're doing with solids. Now that they are 7 months old, we've started giving a little bit more bite-sized things for them to munch on instead of purees. I'm not a big fan of doing purees for very long. I didn't do them very long with my son. It's just so much easier when they can start to do table food and eat similar recipes to what you're having, especially now that there's not a whole ton of restrictions that babies under 1 can't have. Obviously you have to do what you feel works best for your family, and we've just started giving them a lot of what we're we're eating. And so if we're out to breakfast, they've had scrambled eggs before, they've had hash browns, you know, those type of things, little tiny bites, and obviously always supervised with us right there, but there's never been any sort of choking issues or anything like that. They're just really figuring it out, and if they don't want it, then they spit it out. Peyton definitely seems to prefer those type of finger foods to purees. So that's kind of nice. It makes it easy when I'm cooking for my son and for myself to not have to worry about doing purees. I do some every once in a while, but along with each mealtime, they'll get a puree, and then they'll also get some sort of finger food to play with, whether it's toast or pancake or waffle, or like I said, scrambled eggs, or even little tiny bits of banana for them to pick up and eat and mush in their mouth. And yeah, they're just really doing well. No signs of any allergies or anything that's really bad. When we did first start, Hudson had some major tummy troubles with constipation and working all that digestion system out. Peyton was never affected by it, but I would say the first 2 weeks, Hudson would not poop. Like, it was really bad. He got compacted. It was... it's not, I don't want to say normal, but it's normal for your body to have to figure things out as you are introducing new foods. And so we tried a lot of stuff, and his body just eventually figured it out. But those 2 weeks we felt really bad for him. And I, made sure to not do anything that was a constipation food. We tried to stick to more like prunes and apples and that sort of stuff, just to kind of help ease him on. We did introduce also sippy cups with water only. I'm not a juice person. Even our older son does not have juice except for very rare occasions. It's just so much sugar. But at each mealtime, I'll give them a little bit of water to suck on and just play with. They're still figuring it out, how the cups work and all that. But I do feel like once I started introducing that, it did help everything kind of move a little bit smoother as they were eating and just getting some more fluids in their diet. And then it's also ridiculously hot outside where we live. And so if I know that we're going to be out at the beach or outside for a long time, I'll bring them along just for little sips. They really don't need it. They're not, breastfed babies don't tend to be dehydrated as long as they're nursing when they need to be nursing. And so yeah, they're doing well with that, and I don't think I've talked about it yet, but they are still breastfeeding. We have made it to our 6-month goal and now are surpassing it, and so hopefully we'll be able to continue on to a year. I am still taking my fenugreek supplements. When I stop, I do notice a little dip in my supply. I'm no longer pumping at night, but the babies still eat every 3 hours. That's how my son was. I could never really get him to that 4-hour mark, at least during the day. At nighttime, they sleep fantastic. They go to bed around 9:30, and they will sleep until 6 in the morning, and they wake up, and they nurse, and then they go back to sleep again until 9. So that is awesome. I am feeling like a new person right now, and yeah, they rarely wake during the night. Every once in a while, there's a weird... I don't know if they have nightmares at this age or what it is, where one of them will get unsettled and I'll have to go in and give them some snuggles, but they tend to go right back to sleep. Yeah, so that's kind of their nighttime routine. And then when they wake in the morning, I nurse them again at 9, 12, 3, 6, and 9 again, so still every 3 hours. For breakfast, I'll nurse them at 9, and around 9:30, I'll give them some solids. Breakfast, whether it's oatmeal or scrambled eggs or fruit or toast, something like that. Then they go down for a nap around 10:30, and they nap in their cribs until about 12. Right now it's actually 12:15 and they're still sleeping. So they are going a little bit long, which is nice for me to be able to make this video. And then they wake and they nurse, and they're not really eating lunch yet because they just don't really need the solids. If they are seeming hungry or interested, I'll sometimes give them a few of those little like Gerber, or ours isn't even a Gerber, but they're the little like baby puffs that they can munch on. And then they go back down for another nap around 1:30 or 2, and then they sleep until their next feeding. And so that's kind of their routine, is they'll wake up, eat, play for about an hour and a half, and then go to sleep until their next feeding. And then at nighttime, we do give them dinner about 7 o'clock. After, I'll nurse them at 6. They usually eat dinner around 7. We'll do bath and put them to bed. Then we have to wake them up for their 9 o'clock feed. And then they do get a bottle after I nurse them at night, and that's the only time during the day that they get formula, because I am finally out of my freezer stash of milk that I stored in the first like 2 months. But it's really okay. They're only getting like 3 ounces of formula a day. Not that there's anything wrong with formula, but just I feel like it helps them sleep through the night a little bit longer, fills their tummies up all the way. Yeah, and then they go right back to sleep and go to bed. They're awesome babies. Their personalities are really coming out. Peyton is so happy and so smiley. I know in the first couple months I mentioned she just would make these grouchy faces, and now she's always so quick with a smile. And Hudson does this little coy thing where he puts his head down when people try to talk to him. And they're not very vocal, which my older son was not either. And so, yeah, they are just growing so fast. I'm working on sign language with them now that they're eating signs like more, milk, please, thank you, all done. Simple signs that I think come in super helpful later on once they kind of figure them out. And I'm trying to think what else. Peyton is sitting unassisted now and rolls all over the place. Hudson is rolling, but he is not quite sitting by himself yet. He can do it for just a couple seconds at a time, and then he prefers to be on his tummy or on his back rolling around. And he knows how to get anywhere that he wants to get just rolling. He fixes his eye on something, and then off he goes rolling towards it, which is funny to watch, bad for my older son if he has toys out and gets destroyed in seconds. Yeah, so that's pretty much it as far as they go. I don't want this video to go forever. I'll probably do an update, just life update in general at another time. But if you have any questions, please leave them below, and thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys later.